But I'm excited to introduce our man, myth, legend, RMC, our host, Terrance, the Unstoppable Coach Lethbridge. He has a desire to help people, empower people, and entertain them his whole life. That's what he's wanted. That's what he's desired. Terrance is at his best in front of an audience. His intent is to always leave people better off than before they met him. Terrance is a certified life accountability coach. He is the founder of Unstoppable Coaching Services, Inc., where the number one goal is to help his clients focus more on what they're able to do and less on what is stopping them. And I'm going to tell you, after knowing this man for the last several months, he's a game changer. His voice needs to be heard. I love listening to him talk. I love the way he handles a conversation and everything about his positivity. I come in gratitude to introduce Terrance, Mr. Unstoppable Lethbridge.
Wow. Thank you. Send me your Cash App so I can get you the money for that great introduction. Thank you guys so much. And welcome again to the Get Up and Be Thankful Conference. I'm glad you are here. You could have been anywhere else in the world on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, or even Monday morning, depending on where you're watching from. I saw that we've got people watching us from as far away as Uganda. It is Sunday night, Monday morning there. So I know I am overly thankful for you guys being here because you had options and you could have been anywhere, but you decided to come and share in this quality programming that Jeff Markinet and the rest of the team is putting on. So thank you for that. Now, you know me, I love talking about words and breaking down words. So when we talked about the Get Up and Be Thankful conference and gratitude, you know, I had to look up the words and break them down so that they can forever be broken. So here's what I want to do. I want to start off, and hopefully you've got a pen, paper, because this just ain't about thankfulness. Note takers are money makers. So if you're looking to make some money going out of 2020 into 2021, then you also should be taking copious notes right now. I'm going to give you 3 suffixes that I'm going to talk about as I talk about gratitude and being thankful. The first one is full, F-U-L, F-U-L. Simple definition: to be stuffed, to be at your maximum, to be at the point where you can't take any more. The next one is tude, T-U-D-E, T-U-D-E, tude. That is a state or a quality of being, tude. And then the last one is I-T-Y, I-T-Y. That's also a state and a quality of being. Now you might be saying, Coach T, why are you giving us this English lesson? You're supposed to be talking about being thankful. Well, in order for you to be thankful for something, you usually need to understand what it is exactly you're being thankful for. Somebody's going to get that in the replay. So let's talk about thankful. If we look at the word thankful, it's got the full at the end. It's got that maximum. It's got that potential. It's got that stuffed at the end. So what are you full of? Yeah, you're full of thanks. That's why it's called thankfulness, because it's the state and the quality of being full of thanks. Now, many of us, if truth be told, as we went through this year, it was kind of hard to think about something to be thankful for. Well, hopefully by the end of my presentation, you will be able to. As a matter of fact, I guarantee that if you are able to think of one thing by the end of my presentation to be thankful for, I guarantee you will have 2 things to be thankful for. Stay with me. Watch it. So we talked about full capacity, load, ITY, a state of being, kind of like in ability. That's the state of being able. Accountability, the state of being accountable. Why am I bringing those up? Because you have the ability to be thankful. It's not something that you don't have a choice in. You have a choice. You have a choice to whether be thankful or you have the choice to being depressed. You have the choice of being thankful or you have the choice of being angry. You have a choice in how you look at everything that is happening to you and around you. You have that ability. COVID didn't take it away. The economy didn't take it away. The election didn't take it away. Whatever else you're going through did not take away your ability to make a choice on how you were going to look at the things you were going through. It's your state of being that I want to talk to you about during my time. What state are you in right now? And what state of being are you going to be in as we move forward? Because that's so important. So much of that is important. And it comes back to that third suffix, tude, Tude. Most commonly, you hear the word tude attached to attitude. What's your attitude? Well, when the pandemic first hit, I know the attitude was just like down in the dumps, the pits, the low of the low. You felt all types of anger. You felt all types of frustration, all types of chaos. And as it kept going and going, and it went from a few weeks, like they originally said, into a few months where we are right now, you began to take on that fatigue. That's the common point right now. But each one of those feelings is related to your ability to check your attitude. Your attitude will allow you to determine what you're going to be full of. Are you going to be full of thanks? Or are you going to be full of, well, you fill in the blanks. I'm not going to say the word for you. But it's all about where you are right now. This presentation, Get Up and Be Thankful, was helping you learn the ability to focus on those things that you are able to do and less on what those things are stopping you. I decided to do a gratitude series on my Unstoppable show. You can go over to my Facebook page and you can catch all the previous videos. 30 days of gratitude, where we focus for 30 days on the things that you're able to do, the things that you're thankful for, the things that you're grateful for, so that you can move away from the negativity and into the positivity. So let me just take a couple of seconds. I want to mention three different things that some guests came on the show and talked about they were grateful for. Because I could tell you my great gratitude story and it may not resonate with you, but you may hear somebody else's gratitude story and it will. And it will focus you to focus more on what you're grateful for. And then someone can hear your gratitude story and your story will resonate with them even more than mine. So let me talk about some things that really stood out to me. We had one gentleman, Dr. Corey Briggs, one of my fellow black belt speakers. He said he was grateful for the challenges. Completely blew me away. How can you focus your mouth to say, I'm grateful for the challenges? I'm grateful for the beatdown. I'm grateful for the failure. I'm grateful for not being able to do what I needed to do or to get to the next level like I wanted to get to. How can you be thankful for that? Well, he went on to say, you know what? Anything that doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And in the end, you don't lose, you learn. So those challenges come for a specific purpose. And if you are grateful for the challenges, then that means you are full of gratitude for the things and the challenges that are placed upon you, because that's where you get to show just how strong you are. That's where you get to show what you're really made of, whether man or woman. It's in those challenges that we learn to overcome. It's in those challenges that we learn to excel. It's in those challenges that we learn to persevere. And it's in those challenges that we learn who we are. Without those challenges, you never truly know the full extent of your potential. You never know the full ability that you have. So be grateful for the challenges, because those challenges mold you and make you into the person that you need to be. The second thing that really stood out to me, someone said that they were grateful for the community. Right here, we're in community. We are in community here at the Get Up and Be Thankful uh, conference. People from all around the world are joining us in community, focused on one thing: gratitude and being thankful. And once you scroll through the comments and you see all the different things that people are grateful for, you probably say, I didn't think about that. Hmm, that's something to think of. Hmm, you know what? I'm grateful for that too. You see, when you are the picture, you can't see outside of the frame. So you can't probably see all the other things that you have to be grateful for because you're caught up in your funk. You're caught up in your state of chaos. You're caught up in your state of depression. You're caught up in your state of anger. But it's when you get around like minded people who can show you something different, give you a different perspective, that's when you can truly be great. So be thankful for the community. And then finally, before, during, and after the storm, I want you to be grateful for peace. You know, I live down here in South Florida, and it's hurricane season isn't over yet. And there was a record number of 29 named storms this year, more than ever in the history. 29 named storms, and the majority of them either passed by or went through right where I live. But the wonderful thing I love about tropical storms and hurricanes is that there's this thing called the eye of the storm. And within the eye of the storm, there is peace. Within the eye of the storm, there is solitude. Within the eye of the storm, there is reflection and perception. And the calmest part of any storm is within that eye. And I'm grateful for the peace. I'm grateful for the peace that twirled around me even though COVID was here. I'm grateful for the peace even though the 29 storms passed by me. I'm grateful for the peace even though the financial and mental and physical strains of life that took place this year were swirling all around us. But I'm thankful that I was able to focus on the peace and that I was full of gratitude. I was grateful for the peace. Look around you where you are right now in your world and find the peace within the storm. Because you may have seen before the storm, you may have seen in the storm, but now you get to see after the storm. And the peace you had before and within is the same peace that's going to lead you after the storm. So find your peace, find your community, and recognize here's the last thing. Right now, I want you in your mind to think of one thing that you're grateful for. And then I'm gonna follow through on my guaranteed promise. Think of one thing that you are grateful for right now. You got it? You got it? Let me scroll down. You got it? Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you found that one thing. Say it out loud wherever you are. What you are grateful for right now. Just say it out loud. Shout it out right now. I'm going to be able to hear you wherever you are. Shout it out. Yeah. So that was the one thing. Now here's the guarantee. The guarantee, the second thing that I know for without a doubt, without a fact, without a doubt in my mind that you're grateful for is that you were able to think about the first thing you were grateful for. You know, sadly, over 250,000 people today and counting don't have that ability to think about what they're grateful for. So consider yourself thankful that you still have the ability to think. And if you can't ever find the way to think about what you're grateful for, remember the ability to think is something that you definitely should be thankful for. And you have the ability to do. Your thoughts allow you to be able to be the change, to get up and go, do, have, and be everything that you were created to be. Lastly, if you're here still, there's a purpose still. Remember that. If you're here still, there's a purpose still. So still, you have time to create your purpose. by going out and focusing more on what you're able to do and less on what's stopping you. With an attitude of gratitude, that state of being thankful and grateful, you can still